there, it's Kira, and I am back with a Traveler's Notebook process video for Ink Road Stamps Feature Friday. So we were asked to use this stamp set, which is called The One with All the Stamps, and I decided that I wanted to use it in a non-Friends themed way because it is a Friends themed stamps. There's like quotes from the show on there and little icons that are reminiscent of the Friends show, and I've already made a layout that use the stamp in kind of that way, and so I wanted to show you guys that you can use the stamp set for non-Friends themed layouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this frame stamp, which I just think is adorable, and it's supposed to be like the frame that's on Monica's apartment door. And I'm going to do kind of a repeated pattern on one side of my Traveler's Notebook spread here. So the inks I'm using, in case you're wondering, these are all Altenew inks. The yellow is Honey Drizzle. The pink is called Puffy Heart. There's two blues. One is Parisian Blue and the other is Caribbean Sky. And then there's kind of an aqua color, which is Volcano Lake. And that's my end result there. I have never really stamped directly on a Traveler's Notebook spread like this. And if you noticed, the first stamp that I did, I stamped in yellow. And I had forgotten to clean my stamp off from the last time I used it, so there was still some black on it. So you can tell that it kind of muddied up that yellow color on that first stamp. So I was like, this is why I don't stamp directly on my Traveler's Notebook pages. And then the next stamp that I stamped was in pink, and then it didn't stamp the bottom part of the frame. And I was like, this is exactly why I don't do this. But then the rest of the stamping went flawlessly, and I think it looks really cute. I think kind of the trick with making a repeated pattern like this is to not make it too perfect, because if you start out perfect, you're going to end up messing up later on, and then you're going to be mad at yourself that you messed it up. So I think if you start out kind of wonky and don't really worry too much about the perfectness of it, then you're going to end up with a really cute pattern like this. So I'm documenting this picture. This is my son Elliot, and I don't know if you can really tell in this shot his little face, but we're making Rice Krispie treats, and I just wanted to get a picture of him making Rice Krispie treats so I could document that, because it was our first time ever making them, and he was a really big fan. And I pull out my phone to take a picture, and he always says cheese. So you pull out the phone and he goes, cheese, and it's really cute. But he makes these really cheesy faces when he does it. Like they're just kind of silly. And so I was just documenting how every time that I pull out my phone, I always get these photos of him making this cute little face. And it doesn't really represent the moment, but they're just cute because that's just what he does right now at this age. So I just thought it was really sweet, and that's what I'm documenting. So I titled my page Picture Perfect, and that's kind of why I wanted to use the frames, because I am just documenting how he makes these cute little faces when I take pictures of him. So I pulled out some papers from my stash, and these are all from a past Citrus Twist Pocket Life kit. So these are all Citrus Twist exclusive papers, and I just pulled out a few colors that I thought would work well with the inks that I used. I picked out my color scheme before I picked out my paper, which I don't really recommend, but the reason I did it is because I just wanted this color scheme with my frames. I thought they would look really pretty together, and so I picked out my inks, and then I tried to find papers that would work well with it. And luckily, I have a ton of papers, so it worked, and I'm sure everybody else does too. But it probably would have been easier if I picked out a pattern paper first and then picked my inks out after that. So you saw I had this cut apart sheet from Citrus Twist as well. What's next to the title says favorite photo. It's a little cut apart. It says favorite photo. I'm going to cut out one of these little label tab tag things, labels. I guess it's just a label. And it's kind of like in a, I don't know, purpley blue color. I thought worked well with the colors I picked. And I'm going to end up stamping my date on that. When I was making this layout, I actually struggled quite a bit because after I stamped down that pattern, it just looked really, really busy to me. And it still does look really busy to me. But I think it turns out in the end, but I didn't really know where I wanted to put my photo. I had originally created a cut file with the frame stamp as well, so you saw me kind of fussing around with that. You'll see me fuss around with it again towards the end because I was really trying to make the frame cut file work, and it just wasn't going to. So I ended up pulling out some puffy stickers and some chipboard stickers, and these are all Citrus Twist exclusives as well. And luckily, they all worked. Hey, buddy, I'm doing a voiceover. Can you be quiet really quick? So I just used some puffy stickers I thought would work well with these colors, and luckily they all kind of did. So I found these puffy hearts, and then this little chipboard heart I put over here. It says you on it. And then I was going to put my journaling. See, there's that frame again. I was going to put my journaling below the photo. So I was going to have my date right below the photo, and then I was going to have my journaling below that. And again, I'm just trying to make this frame work, and it just was not working. So it got tossed. So I do end up adding some things off camera. So I add my journaling off camera, but like I said, I had planned to do my journaling right under the photo. But then I was like, oh, this is just so busy. This background stamped pattern was just really busy. I didn't know if I really liked it that much at this point. I think it looks really cute now that I'm doing the voiceover and looking at it. But I ended up doing my journaling and cutting it into strips and then doing it over the frames. So you'll see in the close-ups at the end that I do that. And I think it helped to really break up that pattern a little bit so it didn't look as busy. But since I had all that empty white space underneath my photo, now that I didn't have my journaling there, I ended up moving that label and those stickers to the bottom of that page. So here's some close-ups and the finished product here. And I do add another chipboard sticker on my photo as well. And that's it. I'll link the blog below. You can check out all of the other projects that the ladies on the design team did. And you guys have a great day. Bye.